The boy who grows vegetables is a farmer. The woman who sings beautifully is a singer. The man who builds bridges is an engineer. The girl who dances gracefully is a dancer. The boy who fixes cars is a mechanic. I have a tutor with whom I study twice a week. They met a classmate from whom they borrowed a book. I have a friend with whom I often study. She has a study partner with whom she discusses assignments. I know a classmate with whom I often chat after class. He has a friend with whom he shares his notes. I have a mentor with whom I consult often. She has a tutor on whom she relies for help with math. He met a classmate with whom he studied for the exam. We know a professor with whom we discussed our project. She knows a coach with whom she trains after school. I met a counselor to whom I talked about my future plans. I have a teammate with whom I work on class projects. She has a study group with whom she studies every weekend. I know a classmate with whom I share my notes. He has a friend with whom he goes to the library. We met a senior from whom we learned a lot. I have a friend with whom I play basketball every week. They have a teammate with whom they practice every day. She has a mentor from whom she often seeks advice. We have a classmate with whom we do group projects. She met a friend with whom she studied for the final exam. I have a friend with whom I often hang out after school. He has a coach to whom he listens for advice. She met a musician to whom she listened, play the guitar. They have a tutor on whom they depend for math help. I met a classmate with whom I worked on the group project. I have a friend with whom I can always carry on working. She met a scientist with whom she figured out the solution. He is a man for whom I have the greatest admiration. I met a librarian whom I asked for a book recommendation. She knows a student whom she helps with English. We visited a guide whom we followed on the tour. I know a teacher whom I often ask questions. She has a pen pal whom she writes to every month.